You're watching CBS2 News This Morning.
Good morning. It's 6:30 on this Friday, January 18th. I'm Chris Raggi.
I'm Mary Calvi. Thanks for starting your day with us.
Taking a live look outside. The snow coming down in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn right now. Brace yourself for a 1-2 punch of winter weather. Snow coming down right now as many people are waking up and getting ready to leave for work. So you have to watch out for some slick roads out there.
Second storm moves in Saturday could bring significant snow totals in areas north and west of the city. There are some school delays on our website for today. New York City public schools are open and not delayed. We have a full list on CBSNewYork.com.
We are live with team coverage this morning. John Elliott tracking both storm systems. Alex is keeping an eye on the commute. Jenna DeAngelis has more on how the crews are prepping the roads. But first, Janelle Burrell is behind the wheel of Mobile 2 with a closer look at the conditions out there for us right now. Hi, Janelle.
Hi, good morning, Chris and Mary. We are making our way back north on the Garden State Parkway here in New Jersey, just passing the Red Bank exit. I can tell you, so we started in Manhattan this morning, made our way south into New Jersey. Now we're heading back north. A little bit of snow, not too bad though. Right now, just some light flurries. So the roadways are definitely wet, a little bit slick, but we've seen plenty of salt trucks out here spreading salt, doing the best that they can to make sure the roads are treated for any possible accumulation that we might get. Really just a light coating of snow on some of the grassy surfaces, but for the most part, we can tell you on these major highways, it has been clear. But on the Garden State Parkway, we have been seeing some signs to be careful of the salt spreaders. They're advising people to drive a bit more slowly than they would typically because the salt trucks are out. So again, you just want to give yourself a little bit of extra time. But as John has been saying all morning, this is perhaps you could call it the dress rehearsal for what's to come for the bigger storm this weekend. For now, we are live in Mobile 2. Janelle Burrell, CBS2 News.
Okay, Janelle, thanks. 6:32 right now. Let's get over to the aforementioned meteorologist of the day, John Elliott. And Alex, watching those roads.
You know, you're talking about snow. It's actually not. There's more snow south of the city. It's light snow out on the island. You can't even plow this stuff. I mean, there's not that much snow with this event. That's why it's kind of a blessing. A little slow, a little extra time this morning, and then you're in great shape. Midday into the afternoon, we're in the clear, and you have numbers actually a bit above normal. Right now, with the wind, it feels like 26. Obviously cold enough to support those flakes, but you see, look at that. See the green on the screen? LBI, parts of South Ocean, that changeover has begun. Seeing that band clear out of the Jersey Shore, some light snow through parts of the island. Now, north and west, I know Tim Murphy's watching in Montgomery. They want to know how much snow are we going to get in Montgomery. The potential totals for this weekend, there's a lot of variety, a big spread because of the change in temperatures. More available moisture Saturday into Sunday. We'll take a look at that in a bit. But your day today, messy now, but so much better this afternoon. What's going on right now, Alex?
Really busy, John. If you're traveling now in Queens, there's a crash that has a lane blocked. It's on the westbound side of the Grand Central Parkway at 94th Street. Also in Brooklyn, an accident has a lane blocked on the northbound side of the BQE. That's at Atlantic Avenue. Heavy delays now back to the Belt Merge. Also a crash on the southbound side of the Gowanus at 6th Avenue. There's also a stalled vehicle on the Brooklyn-bound upper level of the Verrazano Bridge. Mass Transit, New Jersey Transit's Port Jervis line. There's a 45-minute delay in both directions due to a Metro North signal problem that's near Harriman. LIRR has at least a 10-minute delay on all trains. It's headed into Manhattan due to switch problems west of Woodside. Alternate side parking is in effect today citywide. Be safe. Don't text and drive. Mary Chris, back to you.
Alex, thank you. Salt spreaders are hitting the streets in force here in the city as our area prepares for all the winter weather headed our way.
CBS 2's Jenna DeAngelis joins us live from the salt shed on Manhattan's west side. Jenna?
Hey, Chris and Mary, this weather today is nothing compared to what we could see this weekend with a potentially dangerous situation on the roads. And after the mess just 2 months ago, the city is under a lot of pressure to bring its A game. Clouds and salt spreaders making their way across the city well ahead of the storm.
Look, as the WHO once said, we won't be fooled again. Whatever the National Weather Service says, we're now like multiplying by 4.
City leaders trying to assure residents they're on top of this 1-2 punch of winter weather, as the de Blasio administration is still facing criticism for mishandling this November nightmare.
I'm not going to make promises. What I can tell you is we're better prepared for it, and we're doing more.
That storm of just a few inches was a disaster for thousands of drivers, largely because of the poor response by DPW crews. City streets crippled, a crash, closing down the George Washington Bridge. Surrounding streets were so jammed, some drivers were stuck sitting in their cars for several hours. Plows couldn't even get through.
Well, we learned from that event.
While this morning's commute may be messy, it's this weekend's bout of snow and ice that they're especially concerned about.
I am telling you right now, for the event over the weekend, you should not be on the road.
We have a little lull at the snow shed right now, but we've been watching trucks come here all morning. The city does have plow trucks spread throughout the 5 boroughs. And if you have to hit the roads this weekend, please take it slow and stay safe. We're live on the west side. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS 2 News.
Jenna, thank you. Amtrak is preparing for the big snowstorm hitting the Midwest and Northeast this weekend. More than 100 people are under some sort of storm advisory, watch, or warning. Schedules will be modified tomorrow and Sunday for cities including New York, Philadelphia, Boston, and Chicago. Some trains will not be operating. For more information, check with Amtrak.
Well, police in New Jersey are warning drivers to clear their cars of snow or face a fine. Each offense could cost $25 to $75, regardless of whether snow or ice comes off your vehicle as you drive. The fines rise dramatically if the flying ice or snow causes property damage or hurts someone. Those fines range from $200 to $1,000 for each offense.
Stay with CBS 2 on air and online for continuing coverage of this morning's storm and this weekend's snow. On CBSNewYork.com, you'll find our winter storm survival guide.
Nassau County Police have named a suspect in connection with the death of a Baldwin gas station manager. Investigators say that 33-year-old Joshua Rosted ran over 59-year-old Samal Dagdevran on Monday morning to avoid paying for gas. Police say they recovered the GMC Yukon Rosted was driving, but say that he fled to another state.
This individual for $21 ruined a family's life. Took an individual's life at 59 years of age for $21.
Rostin reportedly has a long criminal history that includes stealing gas from another station. Police say he is considered armed and dangerous.
Day 28 of the partial government shutdown, and President Trump has canceled the U.S. delegation's trip this month to the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, after announcing he would not go. Mr. Trump also making sure that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is available for negotiations by canceling her planned visit to U.S. troops in Afghanistan. This comes after the House Speaker asked the president to postpone the State of the Union address in light of what she calls security concerns due to the government shutdown.
A New Jersey congressman wants federal regulators to notify Congress when a railroad or transit agency is being investigated for safety. It's in response to the 2016 crash of an NJ Transit train in Hoboken. A woman on the platform was killed. More than 100 passengers and crew were injured. Introduced by Democrat Albio Cirrus, it would require the Federal Railroad Administration to inform Congress within 10 days of starting a probe. Cirrus says at the time of the crash, NJ Transit was under an undisclosed audit for safety violations.
There's a deal to raise the minimum wage in New Jersey. Democrats in the state legislature have agreed on a plan to bump the minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2024. If approved, the current $8.85 hourly rate would go up to $10 by July 1st. It would then go up $1 more each year until it hits $15 in 2024.
Happening today, expect to see letter grades on some food trucks and food carts around the city. The Department of Health is rolling out a letter grading program for the 5,500 food carts and trucks authorized to operate in the city. The mobile food vendors will have to display the same ABC letter grades restaurants use. The health department estimates it will take 2 years to have every unit graded.
It's 6:38 coming up on CBS 2 and CBSN New York, a new digital platform. The NYPD using age progression software to help find a missing child nearly a decade after his disappearance.
Plus, her life was forever changed when she was splashed in the face with acid. Now she's sharing her inspirational message of forgiveness.
The government shutdown is not just affecting people, it's affecting pets as well. How you can make sure no dog or cat goes hungry.
Have a story you'd like us to investigate? CBS 2 is on the case. Call our toll-free tip line at 800-CH2-NEWS. It's easy and it's confidential. CBS 2 News investigates.